Wild West. Yeah, the world of cowboys, adventures, first trains, and the gold rush. Okay, I don't like this at all. Where'd he go? Okay, I see him, and there's another one. It's not a friendly place, although the scenery is fascinating. Scorpions, snakes, coyotes, and yes, bandits with revolvers and shotguns. And he's hitting me with his gun. Where'd he go? Okay, but have HP? Okay, yes. And if you're unlucky, wild bandits with Molotov cocktails. Well, it seems this place is going to test our strength. Today, we'll find out if I can survive 100 days in the Wild West. Here we are in the Wild West. Ahead of us is a nameless town. Tumbleweed is traveling across the fields, and in the horizon we can see a red desert on both sides. So, the first day in the Wild West. How much I love this setting. First of all, it is of course the harsh climate. Desert, heat, rare sources of water, and of course duels at sunset. The fights between sheriffs and robbers and bandits, dangerous animals, rattlesnakes, cougars, coyotes, dust storms that can completely destroy all visibility, and of course tumbleweeds. It is with them that our survival begins. You may not know this, but it's just a bush, a dry bush. Okay, feathers and coal. Oh, string. In our survival resources, both the most common and very rare can drop from the tumbleweed. Oh, look, it's stuck. Okay, poor thing. Oh, wow, these are some big birds. Look at them. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what both you and I thought of at the same time. And there's diamonds right here on top. There's also a railroad there. Okay, let's not go that way for now. So if there's a tumbleweed stuck there, there might be something valuable here. Some kind of green goo. Now that I found the first things and even an axe, I needed to make a survival plan. I think that before moving to the city, we'll probably make a small house for ourselves, considering that it's gonna be night soon. I'll try to spend the first day as efficiently as possible. We'll build a small house right next to this weird liquid. The atmosphere in the Wild West, it was amazing. There was a sense of hopelessness, loneliness, and a desire for adventure all at once. The sounds of eagles were constantly heard all around. And sometimes, even shots could be heard in the distance. So far, my favorite thing is how the trees fall here. Let's go! Now we'll just collect everything and finish building. I finished building my small house by evening. Now my new goal for the first day was to go hunting. But this idea was interrupted by bandits. This was my very first interaction with them. I don't really want to fight them actually, considering that I don't even have a revolver or not even a bow. Yeah, we should avoid them. Hey, where are you going to my house? Hey, get out! My plan for the rest of the evening was to find cobblestone. As strange as it may sound, it wasn't that easy. There was only clay everywhere. But I did find my first camp. It was abandoned. Oh, wheat. Okay, that's perfect. Now, in our 100 days in the Wild West, we'll have a starter food supply. Lots of wheat means lots of bread. Also managed to find some horse armor, and I hope we'll get that in the future too. I even managed to eat. It's gonna be night now. I guess I need to get out of here. I've looted everything that was here and I need to head home. I just have to not run into those bandits. Look, they're just walking over there. Since I had no bed to sleep in, I also found something to do at night. I had to finish the floor in our house. And of course, it was wooden, because I simply didn't have any other blocks yet. I also made chests as per the standard, but unfortunately we didn't have a furnace yet. Day 2, morning. It was completely quiet outside. At night, I heard shots from different sides. I still tend to think they were duels. You know, I found iron in the loot, which means it's better to make a shield, especially against bandits, these ones. And today I have two goals. First is to explore the city to see what I can find there, and second to visit the Red Desert, either from this side or the opposite one. So, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't have a revolver yet. Look, he's just shooting and running away. And he's hitting me with the other side of his gun. Where did he go? Oh, half HP. Okay, yes. I destroyed the first bandit and almost paid for it with my life. And here's the city. Oh, a quest board. Okay, we won't take them for now. Let's go to the central part of the city. Rustwood. Okay, the name sounds pretty cool and promising. Rustwood was a small town with its own problems between two red deserts. The town was constantly attacked by bandits, and there was simply not enough food. Perhaps I can change the situation of this town for the better. Hello everyone, and no one wants to talk to me. Oh, here they are, my friends, look. What are you doing here? The town is small, but it's pretty beautiful. There was an abandoned chapel right in the middle of the city. It turns out you could take it for restoration and get extra reputation points for it. You know, by the way, take a look at the top of your screen. For some reason I haven't talked to you about this yet, and to be honest, I don't exactly know what it is. We have a reputation scale, and so far, as I understand, it's in the middle, so not bad and not good, and somehow we can upgrade it. Rustwood is a city of opportunities. Complete quests, help the city with resources, and restore buildings to unlock new items and access to the plot. Whoa, okay, everything is so well thought out here. Wait, I wonder if I can take these resources. Can I? What? I took things from a resident's house? Hey, my reputation has dropped. Wait, that's not fair. How could I know? This way, I immediately lowered my reputation by 5 points. So, we have this reputation menu. There's negative ones and positive ones. Initially, they're all closed, so I don't even know what I can and can't do. Well, I'm upset, to be honest. At the moment, without a positive reputation, I couldn't talk to almost anyone in the city, so I'll have to take tasks from the board. Get 5 leather, bring 3 stacks of cobblestone, or destroy a bandit camp. The bandit camp it is, then. There was no need to doubt me. I took all 3 tasks. Now let's run. Okay. Here it is. Listen, I mean, they're not that strong. Or strong. Oh. Okay, I need to get some food. Okay, got it. Well, the bandits are pretty strong, although they only have revolvers. There's probably some others too. And look, there it is, the Red Desert. Crimson Dune Desert. There were many more dangers in this biome, at least scorpions that could appear right from underneath the sand. Endless spaces and many new locations that we can find here. But for now, evening was coming, which meant it was time to return home. Day 3. Before I set out to complete the mission, I wanted to finally get some cobblestone. Actually, it was pretty easy to do. All you had to do was find a deep cave, and so, in the Wild West, we finally had a furnace and stone tools. By the way, I can even make a bow. And a couple of arrows. While revolvers, duels, and battles with bandits were not particularly accessible to me, I decided to go hunting, and besides, I'll complete the first task for the town. You know, the hunt is in full swing until you see the bandits again. So far, I really like the survival. Everything is super atmospheric, so let's see how far it goes. After the hunt, I decided to go to the caves, cook the meat, and even burn down the crafting table. The meat's ready, let's go. Okay, I got some news. The cave here is huge, but those same diamonds that we found at the beginning of survival, and there's diamonds right here on top. These are far from diamonds. I don't even know what those are. And there's plenty of iron here. Our path in the world of the Wild West is not a quick matter. First, we had to complete the simplest tasks, find and bring, to build up a reputation. Later, even earn money, and after a lot of leveling up, I think we'll be able to receive much harder tasks. And it's not that, to be honest, I wanted to go anywhere without armor. After all, the essence of my survival is that if I die, I'll have to start all over again. And even just after living for some 3 days, I didn't want to start from the beginning. Look, it's a pretty cool cave, and what I like most is that there's no bandits here. And if you're asking me how I got 11 hearts, I have no idea. We have a diet mod, and if I maintain it, we'll receive all sorts of bonuses. But the diet, if anything, is not looking too good for me. I'm 85% bread. We had to spend the 4th day in the cave, all because of the cobblestone, of which we needed a ton. Day 5, what's the news? I got new furnaces, and the iron was fully prepared for the creation of an iron set. And yeah, the cowboy armor will be unavailable to us for a long time, and here it is here. Okay, we got enough cobblestone and enough leather. I'm gonna hand in the 2 assignments. I could calmly look at the details of the task, and when I came to the coordinates of the bandit camp, I realized that the task was not for me. Yeah, guys, to be honest, I don't think they have revolvers anymore. They have pretty big guns. Really strong ones. Kangaroo, do you agree? Yeah, I'm not gonna go there with an axe. Right, I found something interesting. That's green water again, and who are you, Grandpa? Wild West is getting more and more dangerous here every day. I even lost an eye. I have no time to talk now. Yeah, he really doesn't have an eye. Okay, maybe...
Make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command. I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah. Unloaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever. Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order. Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Novo died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh!
No.
I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm... Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano, and this news spread all across the island. This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguolini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jofiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jofiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Ahmed's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, Wood Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh! What the? Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way. As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Alright, leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way.
What?
I told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
What?
And today, we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full chaos on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just happened? What happened? I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps? Where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? We have to find him. Hunt him down! Kill him! Kill Saps! Saps, where are you? Saps!
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofield, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
Oh my god!
because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed, but overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
Warrior Tricolor.
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
If you had to betray one person to save thousands, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of Day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on Day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare. Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! Don't jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
Oh! What? I didn't do anything!
I blame Ish!
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dino? What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at... Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur? Anyway, on Day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete. Yeah! What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in Westhelm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are Westhelm citizen Ramsay Pie and Westhelm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I guess unfortunately.
Second in command down. But Ramsay Pie was immediately chased down by Westhelm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh. With Ramsay Pie dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm!
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
I agree.
Oh, wow. Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way!
Let's go.
Yes. Hell yes. Preach.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Boots, man. Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No,
that's sci-fi propaganda. That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Seneca's leaving? Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal. What just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no. There he goes. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was a strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Just want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saparata to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first...
Down in the mines, they all been searching for something. Down in the mines,
why is it up here? They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, can you come over to me now?
They're bringing it to the surface.
But I can't see.
Wait, they made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous. Run! The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations. Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm. But the West Helm army was ready.
Underground.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Alk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really unsafe for
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too!
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saparata. Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Murderer. Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the two islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys, like, violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition. That said, the Caste Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. As long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected. He's trying to use the bridge.
No way. No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good here. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2. But not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Lingulini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingulini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingulini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingulini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingulini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia!
The Covenant had massacred the Lingulini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch-nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill. Kill on sight. We hunted him down the other day. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1. But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
Skating on West Home territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates. Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly...
Need to leave?
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant, like, immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either, like, you can handle this on your own, or, like, just... Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now. It's all alone. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow. Started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. He planned to jump off. But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur. Ready, set, fight!
Oh. Here they go! What's that swing? Wait, some guy jumped in! The heck? He won! Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Coliseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They did that talk.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jophiel's grave, and had stolen Jophiel's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish. I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia. Going back to West Helm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on West Helm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the West Helm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
Saps is back, and Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to West Helm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to West Helm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide-open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Oh, so you turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminar to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Flexion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with West Helm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Good. This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree. Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Flexion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that
Are we going to...
corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
What the... What is this? About 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
After even more deliberation, and after even more time passed...
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next like 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm Squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Night Arcturus was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You gotta show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Hyperion.
I'm on it.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions. Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own. Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingulini. This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingulini's head.
Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to...
Benji's dead! Benji's dead!
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingulini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingulini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingulini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life. Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus. Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were guilty, you run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both not...
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor. He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty. When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Trader. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself. Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spoon could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
we can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Oh wow.
Archie for Zaps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me?
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out. Now.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. What? Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
It's not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then someone's setting up dripstone. Oh! And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run! Run! They're trying to kill us.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle. Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a West Helm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give West Helm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to West Helm.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen. Oh my god. This is it.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against West Helm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against West Helm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that West Helm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
There are so many people. Oh my god. Infernus is massive. Meanwhile, at the Cast Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See?
All right, first thing tomorrow.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Let's go!
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
And I just,
Oh, they're here! They're here! Flux is running. Oh!
Surrender!
They're after him!
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait.
Wait, surrender!
Okay, surrender. I'm not moving.
He actually stopped.
Flux was under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination!
Hey, stop!
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was
He's our president! They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running! He's running! Flux had killed 5 people using a secret track he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
Can you block up behind?
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2. and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again. Or so he thought.
I am so confused on what's happening
Oh my god!
Oh god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap? Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth. Hey, Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side. And now, instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my childhood.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Alright, today we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. Glory to West Helm!
Look who he is. He was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Let's go, let's go.
All right, let's go, everyone.
A few days ago,
My home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
All right, here we go. There's so many people.
You make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my God. I think there might be a problem. It's good.
You cover us in shame and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues. Walk ahead. Big cannons keep provoking. Blood rinse us thirst choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eating away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going! Skin shine. Joker's got silver lining. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead.
Shields up! They have some arrows, guys. They only have so many arrows.
Now every new day is a new fire onto my teeth.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Someone show me someone.
let's go, let's go.
What? No way.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
I can't watch this. Oh my gosh! Oh my god.
Good job, Sam.
Good job. I have Saps had killed Flux, and with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus. Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces, but winning had come at a high cost. After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I meant dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2. This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions overflow?
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing?
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow, falling into the unknown. Or do we all guard our small fragile hearts as we're softly breaking apart, afraid to give in to the storm and open up our
When I started this journey, I thought it would be a fun challenge to inhabit an RV and explore the wasteland as a nomad, but my desire to find a place to settle down somewhere and even rebuild civilization within a world overrun by zombies became my ultimate goal. This video is a condensed, re-edited, and enhanced version of my complete nomadic series. Watch as I overcome many challenges, goals, and create friendships, witness loss, and push myself to lay claim over this wasteland. So, with all this being said, let's begin with Chapter 1. Typically in product Zomboid, the first house you spawn in is abandoned in minutes. You loot everything the house has to offer, and then you set off on your adventure. But what if you never left? Instead, you took your home wherever you went. All the essentials you need on a set of wheels. Well, I put this to the test. For the next 7 in-game days, I would attempt living out of this very RV. I wouldn't be allowed to settle anywhere else nor drive any other car. And not to mention, but every town and every road is infested with countless unpredictable zombies. This challenge was very hard and made significantly more difficult because if I died in-game, then that was it. I was dead. Plus, my RV is capable of taking damage with every time I prove to be a horrible driver. So, with all that being said, let's begin with day 1 of this challenge. Now, admittedly, this goal would not come without its downsides. Having to depend on a single vehicle as your only break from the zombies outside meant that I would have to take extreme care of this RV. So, as for my traits, I loaded up on anything that I thought could help me with vehicles. Beyond the RV Nomad trait, which would give me an RV to inhabit in the first place, amateur mechanics was essential, and I filled out the rest of my traits with both some generally useful abilities and some tools to help me along the way. And with all that sorted, it was time to begin my journey. My first moment laying sight on my RV was a bittersweet feeling. Knowing that this would be my home for the next 7 days piqued both my curiosity and my concern. As I entered the snug confines of the cabin itself, I found myself suddenly appreciating the small things that it was comprised of. Oh, look at my little home. I have a little home inside my RV. This would be the only sense of safety I had for the next week of my life. And though it seemed compact and at times constricting, it did uphold some sense of homely charm. However, while I'd like to have spent more time taking the sights in, I didn't have time to waste. I quickly took stock of my belongings and headed on my way. Although, what I wasn't aware of at this point in time was that I had spawned between both towns on the map, namely Maldrov and West Point. But since I hadn't yet gotten my bearings, my only guide to the next destination was the open road. So I started driving to the south with hopes of finding somewhere to loot, and after a few moments, my search was rewarded with a dirt road. Fortunately, this road did lead to a warehouse, a great place to start looting for this run. I quickly broke through a window close to my parking space and snuck in, taking out a single zombie in my way, and I was pleasantly surprised by what lied within. So much food in here, dude. Oh, dude, I am literally never gonna eat food again. This was a great find. Without somewhere to settle down and farm or forage, this food could be the difference between life and death on the road. So I quickly completed a couple trips between the warehouse and my RV to secure any food I could find. After clearing out the warehouse, I continued down the dirt road until I came across a nearby construction site. This place would be a little bit more active, with a few zombies to clear out before I could do a looting run. However, I managed to quickly take care of my company before looking around. I was fortunate enough to find a couple key tools and a nail gun, and while this might not seem like much, it was at least a weapon with which I could defend myself from more trouble. So I ventured further along the road and continued to loot some of the nearby houses. While I found a couple useful items, I had to be quite conservative. One huge issue with living out of this RV was that the space was extremely limited. While I might be able to find plenty of valuable items that would be useful down the line, I couldn't afford to store bulk goods without reason. Every space and spot was as essential as the last. I heard some noise outside near my RV as I looted the last few boxes and ducked out of the garage to find that I had begun to draw a little bit of attention to myself. Oh boy, this is a little close for comfort. This horde of zombies would be too much for me to take on in my current state. I also spotted one of the zombies hauling around a backpack. This could be a very important part of equipment that would help keep me alive on my travels. So I carefully attracted the horde in my direction to pick them off one by one, with my goal being to obtain the backpack and then make a run for it. But this had proved to be harder than I had imagined. Oh my god. Game, run, run, run. Oh my god. After some close calls and a nail gun barrage, I managed to grab the backpack from the zombie corpse and make a run for it. With the backpack slung over my shoulders, I quickly jumped into my home on wheels and headed out. Unfortunately, this would become a familiar pattern in my journey to survive on the road. Nothing would come easy without the ability to truly settle down somewhere. I took a moment to appreciate the comfort of the RV. If these pale cream walls could talk, I could only imagine they were cheering me on, willing me forward towards the next day, and the next after that. I parked the RV at a nearby house and scrambled together a salad bowl from the fresh food I had scavenged at the warehouse. This wouldn't be the most hearty of meals, but it would do for now. And with that, I lay down to rest in the preparation for day 2. This would certainly not be the biggest challenge I'd face in the days to come. With the initial adjustments to the life in the RV out of the way, I started day 2 with a newfound sense of appreciation for the little things, the comfort that a normal life brings. I looted a TV from a nearby house along with some extra refreshments, and then installed it into my RV. Now, from the safety of my mobile home, I could enjoy helpful broadcasts that would give me additional levels in cooking, carpentry, fishing, and more. It was a small, refreshing break from the outside world, but the knowledge it brought could be extremely useful in the days to come. The main issue I had to address was, of course, the lack of space. After all, without a proper house to settle down in, I was limited on what I could fit inside my RV. So I'd be forced to expand the storage inside my RV to get through the next week with enough supplies. So I'd have to keep developing my carpentry level until I was able to safely obtain some extra containers. In the meantime, I had to set myself some smaller goals. The first of which was to make my way out of the town I was currently in. I had a goal to drive towards the nearby town of West Point, and while I didn't anticipate any of the troubles that could arise along the way, one thing I was extremely wary of was the amount of zombies starting to litter on the streets of the town I was traveling through. I don't want to crash, man. I don't want to crash. I'm slowly just gonna hurt my engine. This was a bad idea. This was a really bad idea. Oh my god, they just keep coming in the roads, man. Go away. Get out of the road. Stop running in front of my car. Oh, there's so many. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We gotta get out of this town. We gotta get out of here. Unfortunately, the hordes had started to build, and if the amount of zombies lurking around wasn't enough, occasionally I'd run into a sprinter zombie hiding within the hordes. And if you know anything about Zomboid, all it takes is one sprinter to up your entire day, literally. As a result of this, it would become extremely hard to leave my RV and safely loot any town or building, since the hordes would quickly overwhelm me. And on top of all that, with each zombie I ran over or bumped into, meaning the more I hit, the more likely my engine would stall or just, well, never start up again. And we can't have that. All of that together meant that caution was the most important factor of every encounter on day 2. I had to be wary with every single road I drove down, and trust me, you'll see exactly what I mean. So, in order to reduce the potential damage to my humble abode and its sole inhabitant, I quickly left the town and started to head towards the outskirts of West Point along the bridge. So, with my first goal of the day in sights, I directed my attention to a secondary problem at hand. I needed to get my hands on a gun. And badly. The simple fact of the matter was that in Zomboid, any wrong move could be my last, and having the necessary firepower to escape any guaranteed death would mean, well, I wouldn't die. Fortunately, I knew there was a gun store nearby that I could attempt to loot. However, the only problem was that the gun store was completely sealed off and barricaded. That left me with 2 options. First, I could craft and use a Molotov to burn down the wall for me to enter and climb through, or I could get my hands on a sledgehammer to destroy a wall or barricade of my choice, allowing me to stroll right in worry-free. And since it was going to be a death sentence to loot any of the nearby bars for alcohol required to craft myself a Molotov, I decided to just drive down any nearby road in hopes of finding one of those procedural generated sledgehammer spawns instead. And to my surprise, I got pretty lucky. A sledgehammer. Alright, that's perfect. That's exactly what I need. I just need to grab that if I can. Okay, just get these zombies away from here. I can do this. Oh my god, get out of the way. Okay, I just gotta bring these zombies away. Then we can loop back around and grab that sledgehammer. At first, the zombies surrounding it presented a certain challenge. However, with my RV, I was able to lure them away and loop back around so that I could safely loot the sledgehammer. With the sledgehammer attained, things were looking up, and I could only return to my search for guns with one obstacle out of the way. So I started to trek back into town. However, no journey comes without its challenges, and my RV hood health was beginning to get dangerously low. This would make my engine far more susceptible to breaking down, which, given the terms of my challenge, would mean game over. So on my way into town, I stopped at a nearby bridge and found a nearly pristine truck that was so kind to lend me its hood as a replacement for my own. Yes, this is a good hood. Please don't break it. Damn it. Chances, oh, it's a 50-50. Okay. Nice. We got it. Okay. Now let's put this on my van. Here we go. Install hood 82%. Stop breaking it. Oh no, it's getting even lower. How am I this unlucky on a 50-50 chance, man? There we go. Okay, 68% health on this hood. All right, we're good. That's good, that's good. With the hood fixed, I was in a much better situation, protecting my RV from any more unwanted damage. And with all that pressing issues accounted for, I finally made my approach to the gun store. The gun store had its fair share of zombies on my return, but I was able to lure them away with my RV once again, without taking too much damage to my shiny new hood. This took up most of the hours left in the day, but as day 2 came to a close, I managed to lure away the majority of zombies using my RV, before going to sleep with the goal of looting the gun store in the morning. With 2 days out of the way, I hope that day 3 would start to equip me a little better for the days to come, but only time would tell. Day 3 started with new beginnings. I cleared out any stragglers in front of the gun store that had wandered over during the night and started my looting run. I finally laid my hands on some real firepower, with my first find being a shotgun with ammo. This would prove to be an extremely important weapon against the undead I came across for the remainder of the week. I did find some other assorted guns, but I wasn't able to find any ammo for the most of them, meaning for the time being they were pretty much useless. But I, however, did pick them up anyways, just in case I came across some ammo down the line. However, this would take up some valuable space in the RV, but it was worth the sacrifice. With the gun store finally cleared out, I took my RV out of town into a safe area in the woods. This short break from the zombie littered streets provided me with a moment to reflect on what I'd accomplished so far and what was yet to come. I mentioned previously that the storage would become a significant problem for me, and in order to address this, I would need to develop my carpentry skill, so this way I could pick up storage containers to install into my RV without them breaking. Now that I had some time to plan my next move, I quickly realized that I wouldn't be able to make much progress in my carpentry abilities without a skill book. In Project Zomboid, each skill in the game has a corresponding book that you can read to give yourself an experience boost. Sort of like in real life, I guess. You research and study something, but you can't gain experience until you perform the physical task. With that in mind, my only option to develop my carpentry skill and other important skills like metalworking and mechanics would unfortunately be to obtain their matching skill books. With my plan laid out in front of me, I abandoned this peaceful silence of the forest and headed back into town. I knew the location of a nearby bookstore and quickly made my way there, clearing out some of the zombies in my way to scavenge for the carpentry book I was after. While I didn't find the exact book I needed, I did manage to obtain some other skill books that would help me in some other departments for this 7-day challenge, such as metalworking, electrical, and most importantly, mechanics. It was unfortunate not to find the carpentry book I was after, but I would have to resort to other means for leveling up the skill. I didn't let this discourage me though. While I was in town, I looted the dentist office next door for medical supplies. Bourbon, I'll take that. Why not? Oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. All these medical things gonna be really helpful. I don't need sleeping tablets because I'm not gonna really be sleeping much. So I'm just gonna grab all these useful things and any other essential item that I would need in case of an emergency. Also, I managed to find an additional container in the trunk of a broken down car that I could install into my RV for more storage space. This was a temporary fix for the lack of carpentry knowledge and would delay the issue of storage for a short while. Finally, I made my way to some office buildings for a final loot run of the day and found most important resources of all, cigarettes. Cigarettes. Perfect. Okay. While this won't sustain my needs for hunger, thirst, or survival, it would be a significant means of catharsis for the constant depression and internal struggles that I would face in the cold, dark world around me. With one more problem dealt with, and my mood on a high after the release of my emotional burdens, I used the final moments of day 3 to reorganize my RV. A well-sorted container can mean the difference between a happy home and my inner demons corrupting my pure soul into a black void of OCD-fueled madness. Yes. Also, I made a veggie stew. I settled my mind in some skill books that I had looted from the bookshop. By reading these, I would give myself a nice experience boost in mechanics, metalworking, and electrical skills. But this would be my final task as day 3 came to a gentle close. Day 4 meant that I was nearing the halfway point for this challenge. I had set out to make it a whole week living out of this RV, but with each passing day, I became more at peace with my surroundings. Yes, my RV was small, quaint, quiet, and a little pale, but it provided me with comfort. Each piece of furniture felt lived in, and I started to feel more at home than ever before. But I couldn't fall into a false sense of security. This moving, humble abode might feel safe now, but in Project Zomboid, danger constantly grows, and my very livelihood could be at risk with each turn. I settled back at the bridge just outside of West Point and caught the latest episode of Life and Living, which would advance my carpentry skill. Unfortunately, I was just a few experience points short of level 2, so I decided to head down a main road towards Louisville where I could track down a warehouse building. Inside there would be enough crates that in the process of disassembling, my carpentry experience should advance to level 2. However, nothing is as simple in Project Zomboid as you first envision it, and the moment you take your eye off the ball, or the road in this case, disaster can strike. Oh my god, I was looking at my other monitor for a split second. Dude, that's not good. I can't do that. I can't do that. That was horrible. Yes, I had crashed into a tree at 60 miles an hour. As you can imagine, this did a lot of damage to my RV. My engine health was now in the red, meaning that there is a possibility that my engine could just stall at any given moment. But in order to fix this stupid fucking mistake, I would have to make some repairs to my engine, and in the process, I would have to start leveling up my mechanics and metalworking. And trust me, because this is going to become a repeated issue in the last few days. Dude, I'm stalling. Although I managed to stutter my way over to the warehouse where I was headed towards in the first place, and found that the entrance was surrounded by zombies. There is a lot of zombies here, so I pulled around the back of the warehouse in order to kill them off one by one. Oh, dude, honestly, spears, thank God for them, man. They're so good. With all the zombies in the immediate vicinity taken care of, I broke through a window to enter the warehouse and snacked on some chips before going to loot. Oh, dude, there's so many things in here. There's so many. Ooh, propane tank. That's exactly what I needed. I need a welder's mask now. There's one. Nice, we got one. Ooh, a trolley. That's amazing. I found everything. Nails, duct tape, saws, hammers, axes, and so much more. These tools and supplies would be a huge addition to my RV and my overall wealth. I drove my RV around the warehouse and parked inside to help with hauling all the loot. And once everything was properly secured, I started to disassemble the crates as originally planned in order to help develop my carpentry skill. I followed this up by reading the carpentry book in my RV that I had managed to loot earlier, which gave me a nice useful experience boost. However, even with this experience boost and the rest of the day spent disassembling crates, I hadn't even managed to reach level 2. Yes, so I decided to call it for the day and headed to sleep for the night, bringing me to the last 3 days of this challenge. Day 5 started with what I would consider to be a little bit of a rash decision. After my previous blunders in leveling up my carpentry skill, I decided to simply attempt picking up every crate in the warehouse. This would come with a significant likelihood that due to my skill being so low, I would break the crates as I attempt to collect them. However, I did decide that even the risk was worth it over the slow and taxing grind of attempting to brute force my carpentry level, and my faith in random chance paid off. Ooh. I got one. Yeah, after several attempts, I did manage to collect my first crate, which I promptly placed right in my RV. And this was accompanied by a further 2 crates that I had obtained from the warehouse. Although the knowledge that I had spent countless hours disassembling crates on day 4 to no avail was occupying the back of my mind. But I kept my eyes focused on the path ahead to conquer the last 3 days of this challenge. With the warehouse fully looted, I drove back onto the main road heading towards West Point. But the consequences of my 60-mile-per-hour blunder from the day before continued to haunt me. The RV stalled several times in this journey, and I even managed to hit a zombie on the road, causing my engine health to decline even further. Oh no, the engine, dude. No, the engine. It's so badly damaged now. This would become a significant issue. If I continue to run into zombies, it would be likely that my engine will die altogether, meaning my ability to drive and my ability to complete this challenge would be in serious jeopardy. I stopped off at the bridge just before West Point, as this would be my home for a short while. So in order to repair the RV, I would need to level up my mechanics and metalworking skills, or else my efforts would be largely pointless. And since the terms of my challenge are that I'm not allowed to drive any other vehicle or live anywhere else other than this RV, I need to do everything I can to repair it. So I began working on my mechanic skill by taking apart some of the vehicles on the bridge and then reassembling them to gain experience. While this wouldn't lead to a huge amount of experience, over time it would gradually increase my skills enough to do some proper repairs on the RV. Fortunately, I had obtained a propane torch for the warehouse earlier, meaning that I was able to dismantle the car wrecks on the bridge to help with my metalworking skill. Although, in order to make the required repairs on my RV, I would need to reach at least level 3 in metalworking and at least level 5 in mechanics. So yeah, I came to terms with the fact that it would likely take up the remainder of the day just so I can grind this skill. But I disassembled all the wrecks on the bridge and then followed that up with reading the next 2 skill books for metalworking and mechanics. With all the wrecked cars around me, I would also be able to search for the required spare parts to make repairs to the RV, so this way I can get it up and running again if I need to. While it took me a while to scavenge all the parts I needed, I did manage to get the RV in some slightly better health. I would, however, need to head into town to find some further resources at the local car shop. This was definitely a risk with my RV in its current state, but if I wanted to complete this challenge of surviving 7 days, it's a risk I would have to take. So I head into town with the RV and tried to clear out the zombies that I could by shooting them out the window. This was a bit of a loud tactic, but that actually paid in my favor, since the zombies chasing me would be lured away from the car shop where I was headed, and with my careful movement and patience, I was able to both kill a significant portion of the zombies, but also lure away any of the remainders, giving me a clear shot at getting into the car shop with no hassle. This allowed me to safely park inside the shop and close it up, resting for the night and heading into day 6. Surprisingly, I had reached day 6, and the finish line was officially on sight. I had some things I wanted to check off my list and a final goal of completely repairing the RV before the end of day 7. So I got to work. I spent most of the morning clearing out the garage, looting everything from spare engine parts to brand new tires, which would replace the current ones on my RV, bringing it to a much nicer condition. Once I had looted the remainder of the car shop for everything valuable, I focused on leveling up my skills further. I headed back to the bridge where I spent most of day 5 and got back to work by disassembling the remaining wrecks to gain more experience. And after another significant grind, I finally reached the first goal today, leveling my metalworking and mechanics skills to level 3 and level 5 respectively. There we go. This would equip me to finally repair my RV to a significantly better place. I took some time out of my 6th day to repair the hood, engine, and the trunk of the RV with all the knowledge I had obtained and the parts that I had looted. After some time spent focused on the task at hand and some significant elbow grease, I looked upon my work with pride. I had successfully brought my RV back to life. In fact, it was repaired to such a state that I could confidently drive around even at the risk of occasionally hitting a zombie or 2. The sweet, sweet thud of smacking up some zombies on the road I had so desperately missed. experience. With my RV having a new lease on life, I hopped in and decided to head somewhere new to settle in. While at first my travels seemed aimless, spanning long and winding roads, I continued to put my foot on the pedal, passing some towns and driving through Maldron. This was a peaceful drive, all things considered. However, I was accompanied with the concerning sounds of a helicopter event behind me, which certainly didn't bring me the comfort I was hoping.
A helicopter? I think that is. Yep, it's directly over me.
While passing through Maldron, I attempted to loot the police station in my travels, but in my scouting of the area, it was clear that there was far too many zombies, making even the thought of attempting a police station run a bit too risky, especially considering I had come so far. I decided to pass all the way through Maldron and headed further down the road in the direction towards Rosewood. During my journey, I stumbled upon an industrial area, a welcome break from the extended road trip I had already been on. Also, it wouldn't hurt to check for some more loot in the case there was anything I hadn't been missing. So, with the intent to stay here for the night, I did what I could to lure away the zombies using the RV, and followed it up by killing any of the remaining stragglers.
Oh my god, bro. Better fix my face.
After the car shop, I spent some time luring away more zombies from the warehouses and parked my RV for the night inside one of the buildings. I did a quick looting run before bed and collected what I could find from the warehouse before settling inside my RV. I spent some time enjoying the finer things in life.
Let's just make a celebratory stew.
The true luxury of RV living on the last night of my journey. Some food, some organization, and some relaxation. Most importantly, I allowed myself some time to reflect on the last 6 days. But my reflection was short, because in Project Zomboid, danger is a constant, and nothing is truly safe. But at least I was safe inside my mind. So I headed to sleep, ready to take on the final challenges that awaited me on the last day. Day 7. The final day. I was not done just yet, and despite the confidence with which I had launched into the last day, I still had to be cautious, because nothing is certain on the open road. So I set myself a goal for the day. I wanted to bring my RV back to its former glory. I wanted to repair the entirety of the RV's condition in honor of our journey together. I spent the early morning looting the remainder of the warehouse and kicked off on my final road trip by heading towards Rosewood. I had a destination in mind. Just outside of Rosewood, there was a drive-in theater. This would be an ideal location to track down the parts I required to complete the repair on my RV. So I headed through Rosewood and passed by the police station. Part of me wanted to stop and investigate. However, I decided to hold off on this for now in the interest of my initial goal. I would, however, return later to do a bit of looting. Upon my arrival to the drive-in theater, I was confronted with a concerning size horde of zombies. Oh my god, dude. Everywhere I go, there's just a mini horde of zombies, but these cars, I need these cars. However, this was the exact circumstances I had prepared for over the last 7 days. Thanks to my trusty RV, I had used it to bunch up all the zombies into a large group and drove ahead of them, allowing me to pick them off using my shotgun. This was a surefire way to eliminate the horde. However, my plan was met with an insurmountable roadblock in the lack of my shotgun ammo I had obtained. We're all out of shotgun shells. Damn it, dude. There's so many still. All right, I might have an option. I gotta get my car a little way, though. That's right. I was fucked. But I wasn't gonna give up that easily. I had to finish repairing my RV. If possible, I'm sure this RV would have done the same for me, right? Well, I headed back and scavenged through my spare guns, see if I had any extra bullets for any of them. Luckily, I had a rifle with a little bit of ammo I could use, but this unfortunately wouldn't be enough. So my only option was to craft some spears out of the wood I had collected over the course of this challenge. If you didn't know, spears are, in my opinion, one of the best melee weapons you can craft. However, they do break very quickly. So I would have to craft a few extras to hold on me in case of one breaks. And with my equipment sorted, I returned back into the parking lot and got to work. Finally, killed pretty much all of them. But after a long and tiring battle, I managed to kill off the remaining zombies, allowing me to free roam to strip the remaining vehicles of all the high condition parts. It was a somewhat cathartic experience. Thinking back on all the adventures we've been on together, in a strange way, this RV had been my only partner on this long road trip. So I worked tirelessly to return it to its former glory, using some of the finest parts I could find from all the abandoned cars in this parking lot. I replaced the windows, the doors, the seats, the hood, even the gas tank, and I managed to return my RV to 75 health. I don't even think I've ever seen my RV at this health before, but it was quite exciting to finally see it this repaired. It was a sight to behold. With my goal completed, I decided to spend the remainder of day 7 looting nearby targets. Firstly, in my fully repaired RV, I crossed over to the other side of the road at the nearby gas station, giving it a quick run through and filling up my gas tank in the process. That just left me with one final goal, to return back to the police station I had passed earlier in Rosewood. But I will admit, the drive to the police station was a peaceful one. Even though I was surrounded by the living dead and the remains of a world before around me, I was close to the completion of my goal. I couldn't help but enjoy the last few moments that I was going to have with this RV. And with me finally arriving at the police station after dealing with a couple zombies and some sprinters, I made quick work of looting the police station, checking the lockers and armory for some gear or weapons that would come in handy. Guns, tools, or clothing, whatever it was, it didn't matter. I just quickly tossed everything into my bag so I could return back to my RV. And with that all sorted, I was ready to hit the open road. Now, the one thing I was never able to do over the course of these last 7 days was settle down somewhere, see how long I could survive and build something significant. Well, let me tell you, because this challenge was about to get a whole lot crazier. This right here is my base. Well, at least it used to be. After spending many hours living within the confined space of an RV, I wanted something much more suitable for surviving the apocalypse. And this right here is exactly that. A completely near impenetrable base with a fully stocked garage and a decked out living space. All the essentials you'd need, you could find them here. At least that's what I had imagined. In order to build something like this, it was gonna take a lot of time and a lot of work. So we need to start off with the basics. The beginning of this adventure was as much about taking stock of what I had and then planning for what I needed. Coming into this with my RV and everything inside of it meant that I had to take some time looking through my storage and noting down all the stuff required to make this huge base a reality. Previously, I had already survived a whole week while living out of this very RV, so scavenging for loot at this very moment was the least of my worries. However, this won't always be the case. Well, anyways, I knew that this base I wanted to build would mostly consist of metal walls, so metal sheets and propane were going to be worth more to me than life itself. First, I sorted through all my crates, separating the propane and metalworking supplies, and once I had gotten a better idea of what I had in stock, I began by making a plan for how I was going to lay out the main structure of my future base.
My plan here is to turn this entire intersection into a livable space for me and my RV.
Now, I will admit, in my 900 plus hours of playtime in this game, I've never once dabbled into the metalworking side of base building before, so I had to look over their metal costs involved on their wiki to
Before the video begins, I'd like to quickly talk about something that might be right up your alley if you're a Game of Thrones fan. This is Game of Thrones King's Road. It's an action-adventure RPG set in Westeros that lets you experience the world, makes you think. Start recording. Let's go.
Hello, chat.
Hello, chat. Today we're playing with my long-lost best friend ever, Koze. We haven't played Rust together in
2 years.
2 years. Me and Koze, best buds 10 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Actually, we weren't. It was me and Kira, and then you were like that side friend, and then I realized that you were pretty cool. You were like Kira's
No. I realized you were pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, you didn't. We accepted you. You didn't accept us.
Okay, stop, dude. Stop exposing me.
Yeah, I just want to make it straight, you know.
All right, we have no plans today. I spawned on the river. We're just gonna run it. We're just gonna see how this shit goes, boys.
center map is gonna be crazy.
Never mind. I just died to a bear.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Great start.
Oh, I juked it. I'm insane. I'm excited, bro.
Got the shivers, bro?
No, I took my morning shit already. I actually don't have the shivers, which is nice. I'm just kind of like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't found a single hemp either. Found 10 hemp. I found 20 hemp. I found 30.
Nice. You're 014 as well?
Yeah, I'm at the rock.
I'm pretty much here, and I'm cooking up a bow.
Come, cozy. Hey, Bobby.
How 2 duos took over the server.
I wonder if we do closer to Miltons to start.
Yeah, I
Because
mean...
if we're close to Miltons, we can run that side recycler.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a guy farming on me.
Yeah, here, I see that. Oh, he wants to take this.
Yeah, I'm pushing from other side.
Hit him, dead.
Nice.
Is there a base underneath that rock?
No.
We just put down?
I guess, why not? It's decent. Kinda close to Miltons.
PC in the craziest spot ever. Come here with that stone.
Yep.
Huge. Kinda nice.
It's very nice. Look at us, bro. Circ base already.
We go get some low grade right now, like ASAP. We try to get an animal and we try to get some fucking metal frags.
Oh, bear over here.
Okay, that's big. Oh, let's go, baby.
That is perfect.
Alright, let's go. Let that cook, and when we get back, we'll have enough for a code lock.
Very nice.
I don't even know if we go towards recycler. Maybe we just kill all this shit and take it home.
Yeah, probably.
Two code locks coming right up.
Very nice, very nice.
Then we go take our little bit of comps. We go over there one more time. We have barrels. We try to grind enough for tier 1.
Take the cloth comps as well. We need it.
That's cool.
Right in front. There's a guy here.
Hit him.
I'm tagged twice.
Headshot him. Downed one. Hit mine.
There's a fucking guy on me.
Dead.
Nice. I'm gonna respawn.
Hit him. Headshot him. I'm insane!
Crazy. Oh shit. I spawned inside. I can't go out.
You locked
Thanks,
away,
man.
bro. You're free. Little fucking ambush.
I like it. He's on you. What the fuck?
Hit him.
No way, the other guy ran.
Oh, this is good.
Sorry?
Yeah, pulling it.
Nice, I got his bow.
And wood. Make yourself wood small barricades if you can when you get wood.
Yep.
My rads are going up hella. Let's go. I got the scrap worth of shit.
Nice. We're doing good.
Yeah, we are doing really good. Headshot him. Oh my god, flapped his ass, bro. There's a guy here, Prim. Hit him. Hit him again. Hit him. GG's. Got an extended mag and 50 scrap.
I'll take that.
How much wood you got?
Tank there.
Nice. We can easily like try to run a freaking what's it called? Tunnel.
Yeah.
Guy on me.
Coming.
Hit him twice. He's got friends here.
I see them. I'm coming. I'm flanking them. Play safe if you can.
Hit him. Hit him again. Headshot him.
Nice.
Where's...
I don't know where the other guy is. Was that the guy you saw?
No, I got the other one low. Oh, he's on me.
There he is.
I healed. I'm low, so I need to chill.
There's two.
Oh, there's more. Fall back. Grab this dude shit if we can, and let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a med kit. Popped a med kit. I think we just leave that.
Yeah. Bro, get me off this fucking bow, dude. I fucking hate bow.
Bro, Koze, I am not missing, bro. I like dicked that kid. Twice.
Get shit done. Oh, I'm fucking headshot.
Run. Where was that from?
Bro, I don't even know.
Oh, he's on me, has he? Headshot. Headshot. Oh my
god,
bro. That's insane.
Oh! Guy on me. Crossbow.
You need a med kit? Here, dropping it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hit him.
Bite him.
Hit him.
Is he not? No? What the fuck?
No, he's not. Hit him again. Got your ass, boy. Dude, the Prim game right now for me is on point.
Yeah, get me off this shit, bro.
Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Give me that goop. Give me that GABA goop right now. Look at us, straight from bows to tier 2.
Oh my god.
That fitment.
Oh shit.
You want a python?
Sure. Not really, but...
I'll take it, you big fucking baby.
Alright.
Alright, these are our first guns. We better make profit.
Yep.
Right in front. One dead. Get a gun.
He's low.
He's dead.
Nice. That's how we fucking do it, baby.
That's how we make profit, baby. Right at our front door. Larry Beaver. Thanks for the python.
My guy was rolling 96 pistol, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let's like ration. Let's not be those guys.
Yeah.
Guy coming in.
Over.
Dead. They call me Deadshot. Water pipe and a kit and 6 buckshot.
Can you craft a salvage pick? Because like it's like 200 nodes around our base.
Where like this? Refinery here. That's nice.
Yeah, you keep cooking, bro.
Hit him with the
Oh shit.
Look at that hold on that door. Look at that hold on that door.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Alright, I'm making a wood tea. We're gonna get hella wood. Gonna roam together. Get some wood piles. Bada bing, bada boom.
Can you please revive me? You can take my shit, just revive me.
What did he say?
He's in a fucking microwave, dude.
No, he's in the Rainforest Cafe, bro.
Oh,
You can hear the water dropping. If we want to be super efficient, we can start molly raiding bases around our base if you're down.
Yep.
There's that one right behind us. Do we want to molly that? It's 2 mollies for a wood door, right?
I think so, yeah.
Counter kits here would be insane.
Yeah.
Perfect. Our new counter base. Another flank base.
And our base is everywhere. He has a door, but he forgot to close it. Yikes.
Okay, that's nice. We just secured 2 little flank bases / depot spots. I'm gonna go give you a bed in the other one, and then we go to recycler. Boots under us. Wait. Yeah, they're running the puzzle. No shot they come up right now. Do we wait at back and just hope maybe we get lucky?
You think they're gonna pick this up?
I mean, there's a chance.
On me. One sub. Playing it safe though. He's clearing the bushes. He's gonna come up the ladder now.
I'll kill that guy. You kill the other guy.
I don't see the other guy. He's one on you. Stay.
Another one dead. One's pushing you, wrapping you, below you under the oak tree. 3 times at the oak tree, right on you. I'm dead. I missed an easy fucking shot.
This guy's dead.
Nice. It's only MP5, Wait, I need rads. Oh my god. No shot! My bag is fucking bugged and I have hundreds. I have 30 seconds.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Do you have anything for me?
Crossbow.
Any clothing? No?
Maybe that's enough.
I'm dead.
Oh my god.
I wanna fucking... I can't with this shit! This has happened 3 fucking wipes in a row, bro. Where I placed my fucking bag in the wall.
That is crazy. It should just push you out.
I'm sitting here because I had to F1 kill instantly to come back, and now I'm stuck, and then I'm on a timer for a minute. I could have been back. We can go back with pythons.
Yeah, I guess.
On me, Wolf ready?
He's getting...
Coming across the road. I'm walling on the body. I just walled towards the guy.
Fight him. I just died behind the wall.
I'm dead here.
Hey, one on my body, behind you.
Oh my god, bro. Not much we can do there.
Hit down the wall, pulled out my med, and then I died.
There's a P2 ninja suit on me. I'm gonna fight him with Crossy now.
Yeah, I have crossbow.
I'm baiting him in this base.
Take an angle on.
He sucks. He behind that stone node. Headshot him.
Tag him. He's up.
He's dead. Wow. Well, that's a little embarrassing there, Alex.
Maybe we just go for that. I don't know where the fuck these guys went. They're somewhere on middle.
Boots on me. Python dead.
Come in.
Oh! I'm falling back.
Ooh, shit.
Come in these bushes. I'm dropping you Python here.
Yeah.
Ammo.
There's someone behind me. There's a crossbow guy like 300 towards you. Careful.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro!
Oh my god, I just got fucking yoka, bro.
Alright, here's what we need to do. I need to set up this solar panel real quick to get these things cooking. Can you point me north?
North here, man.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck. What was that? Wait, they're setting up a base in the cave here.
Should we go down with DBs?
They're literally building it right now.
Give me the fucking box.
Yes. Grab it.
Blunderbuss, boys.
Why is that so fucking long, bro?
1, 2, 3, y...
Oh, he's farming. One is. He's building right here.
Push.
Got it both. Got it all.
Oh shit.
That's so much, so much, so much.
You killed him?
Yeah, I got them both.
I'm looting this guy.
Hold that, I'm coming back with Molly.
Okay.
He's outside, he's coming in
Is it
close.
you?
Nice.
Bro, there's nothing in there. We just...
I don't care if there's nothing in there,
I
bro.
don't give a shit if there's
This is our
nothing in there.
fucking base, bro.
Yeah, you don't build by our fucking base, bro. There's 200 scrap in here, my ass.
Yeah.
Nothing in here. Good call, good call. That just would have popped up there. We would have had an annoying ass 3-man right behind us, bro.
That's easy fucking loot.
That's easy fucking loot, my boy. Look at us, 380 scrap, bro. We're on the way to tier 3.
Yeah.
We're fucking up, Jose. We got some DBs now. We can kind of mess around a little bit.
Yeah. We got this.
You're making too much noise.
I'm sorry. You're making too much noise.
We're not going up yet, right? We kill one and then we go up, or what?
I mean, they're gonna go roof, though, no?
He's inside. Is that up top, you think?
That might be, actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It is.
I'm going deep. I'm full deep. I have TC. Watch outside. Watch beds.
Yeah,
Watch
I'm
beds.
holding. He came in.
Got him.
Can you put a floor?
I can. Yeah. No, I died.
No.
All that clapping, but you still managed to fucking fail that somehow when none of us had a gun. You're trash as hell, kid.
Bro, how
Thanks for my base back.
are they saying we failed, bro? We were in your fucking base.
Oh, it's clean. The only thing about the armor doors is we're gonna need the high qual.
We'll get high qual.
We need one more yellow berry. My left. Dead. Oh, right here. Yellow. 2 yellow.
Nice.
Alright, I'm getting everything now. $720 metal per node, baby.
Yeah. Hurrah.
Wait, so do we want the rock base to be our refits?
Probably.
Wait a minute. When did these guys move in?
I'm flanking around all the way left. You might go roof.
Roof. Dead. Dead. I'm here, looting.
Holy shit, full inventory fire.
Okay. Where's this dude's P2? I got it.
Roof.
Watch roof. He's peeking.
Headshot.
Nice.
I think he's dead.
That might be the guys we killed on the rock.
Push.
Blunderbuss, boys. Got a bow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, because they're using the same brick as well.
Yeah. Actually, completely full inventory. Wait. There's 3 guys in the water building a base right now.
Wood door, bro. It's fucking wood door.
It was a fucking wood 1x1 like 5 minutes ago.
They're getting the stone for that shit.
I think we just wrap around here.
Yeah, because they're gonna get all those nodes, right?
Yeah.
Wait, Heli's like beelining here, though. Like straight here. I could get in spot for a cutoff. Heli's literally gonna aggro on him. Getting as close as I can. And the minute Heli passes, I'm going loud.
Do you see them?
Yeah, they're right in front of me.
Okay. Oh shit, they're right here. They're Farming on me, farming on me.
Did that do twice that you just shot?
I might have killed one. Kill the guy close to you.
Nice, nice, nice. I think I killed the other one.
No, two left, two left.
Hit him once. He walled again. Dead. One dead. Other one dead.
Nice.
Oh my god, so much stone.
I need to loot this guy still.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. Grab it.
Grab it. Alright, let's dip.
Yeah.
Watch right.
Dude, do we go over and raid them?
Dude, with mollies, it might be worth.
Yeah.
They were about to freaking have.
This was their run, like with the metal and shit. I think.
Yeah, and the pistols and shit.
I think we try. Ain't no way he didn't see us, bro.
He's farming a tree.
I did just place a fucking metal door, bro.
Drop down on this backside. Well, I'm just gonna silhouette against the base, dude.
Wait, he's gonna see your name tag though.
No, he's not gonna see my name tag because I'm gonna look straight down.
Name tags are kind of buggy though, but
he won't even. I'm in. Kill him. Kill the other one outside. That's running.
I shot the jump up.
He's dead. Okay, TC needs to be broken. Hey, watch out there, buddy.
I got too excited, bro.
Oh, shit. We dig. I'm running.
And we just yoinked everything from that, dude.
Oh my god, our farm box, bro.
Holy shit. And I have more on me. You should put up a smart alarm before I log off as well.
I can hook you up with a smart alarm. Yeah, we just need tech trash, which actually we can't easily do that. We don't have fucking tech trash. All we need is a laptop, I think.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm good. Just.
I couldn't wall.
I'm dead. I killed one. Wait, first one was named Scoop. Where do I?
Just sick.
Isn't that the guys from the base right beside us?
Yeah, it could be.
They came from that spot. They're definitely expanding and shit. I'm in here. I'm going fucking crazy.
Oh shit.
Dude, if you came here and boosted me up, I'm actually would be in an insane. But it's okay. Never mind.
They're still over there.
Yeah.
I can boost you.
Right here, right? Tell me if I like, or if I'm hidden. Like, is this a good spot?
That's a great spot. They can't really see you. I hit him on me. Shot on naked next to me. One's coming in now. Two more. One dead. Dead.
I'm holding door. I'm reloading. He's that door. No. Good. He's right there. Nice. We just got them all.
Nice.
You're on timers except one. I'm gonna loot this guy.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Grab everything that you can. Oh, shit!
You guys like this, bro.
Bro, we gotta go.
Yeah, go.
Holy shit, dude, it fucking worked.
Dude, my fucking inventory, dude.
Is it fucking loaded?
I got 3 tech trash, bro. That's all we needed.
Let's go. That's all we needed.
I got 485 scrap, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Wait, there's a sword kid running towards us down on the coast.
Coming.
Bring 2 mollies.
Okay.
Actually, bring 3.
One's out.
DC's. Oh. Nice. DC's open.
Nice find, bro.
Bunch of fucking comps.
Yeah. Holy shit. Good shit. We don't even need to. You can lock it or something.
Yeah.
Maybe we just hit it with a big old demo.
Yeah, let's just do that.
It's never here to begin with, bro.
Dude, I got so many comps from that.
Another 120 scrap and HQM. So when we come up here, we just do this sort of deal. That's so easy to come up and down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. And I just hit this whole thing.
3.2k gunpowder as well, dude. We're loaded.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, well, yeah, I'll be on in less than 5 hours, so...
Alright, brother, GG.
GG, dude.
Alright, we should have a decent amount of metal frags. Yeah, that's good. Him again. He must live down in the water. Yeah, bro, you're not gonna camp my base with a water pipe, buddy. Now you're on bag timer. That was a good first day. Hopefully we are not raided.
Hello.
Hello. I'm in. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is this? But then I realized it.
Dude, did you
holy shit.
Do you see how insane that is?
Dude, that is crazy.
Open it, open it. So they come in right here, equal chance to peek you, you know? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Open it.
Bada beam, bada boom.
I can't see you, I can't see you. You could see me, you could see me.
You're dead,
boom.
you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
But here's the crazy thing. We can do this. And upgrade that.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
So
you're
do
right.
it, so do it. And I guess if they start rocketing it, we could like raise it again.
That is crazy.
It's gonna be a good day.
Oh yeah. It's already off to a great start, honestly.
Oh shit, so you got an airdrop. So you got a Glock, an M39, and a C4, eh?
Got a jackhammer as well.
So we could farm more. Oh, red front. Dead. Oh my god, these guys got some juice. Maybe we just do the card thing, dude. Maybe we start with puzzles. Maybe that's what we start with, dude.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You want to do the fucking card thing, bro?
Can you fucking relax, bro?
Dude, I'm tweaking, dude.
Oh, dude, sewer branch is where we go.
I need to fucking calm down, bro. I'm running on caffeine right now.
Damn, they got blue. Son of a bitch.
Unlucky.
It's open and taken. All right, we're going to harbor.
Man.
Oh god, we're in the tier 1 zone, bro.
Yep.
Oh.
Are we though?
Do Arctic, try in front. Don't peek that.
Okay.
We can win this.
Are they coming?
They're like on the ridgeline. Yeah, they're going down to recycler right now. Yeah, let's go this way. Peek this little bush ridge. Peek this ridge. Yeah, they're going straight there. I'm gonna silence them.
Yeah.
Right on our left. AK's left, AK's left. Wall instantly.
No shot, I don't get the fucking wall down, bro.
Ping, bro.
That's actually insane. I'm crawling towards the rocks if you can wall me.
I'm gonna go to mining.
Fuck.
My bad. He's gonna play me aggressive, I feel like, with that AK.
No, I didn't get up, man.
Killed his friend again.
Oh my god, I got a spawn right here. I'm gonna try to go for my body. I crawled away far. Wait, he's coming into mining right now. Full kid. Oh, that's not him. That's another guy.
Oh my god, they're getting pushed by full kids.
It's a 3-man. It's a 3-man.
Oh my god. He's so chalked. Just wait, play really slow.
I'm going for my body, I don't know where it is.
One dead. Another one hit twice. One full kit dead. Can't use all my ammo, I got 13 out. This blows.
AK1?
Wall, yeah, just wall. Just play.
I can't wall, I don't have walls.
AK dead, AK full dead.
Nice, can you come to me?
Bro, I'm in such a good spot. They don't know where I'm at, dude. I don't know if I throw this.
Yeah, I see you. I'll just try to get a spawn again, I guess. I got 10 seconds.
I think I try to get in and get an AK here and then just dip.
There is an AK right there, no?
Yeah. Put another AK. No wood walls. I'm dead. I just had no walls. I just had no fucking walls.
I'm almost back. I can probably go for my body.
Like, where do you run from this, you know? So, like, that's where I was stuck with, is, like, where I even fucking go.
Yeah.
So, I ran this way. And I got right here.
Yeah.
And then I got shot, and
Like that?
Yeah. Green card fuse. We could run it.
Yeah.
The comeback right now is getting this blue card and going home.
Yeah.
Okay. Please make this worth. Make this worth. Yes! Let's go! Yippee! Okay, well, I mean, like, you know, we got red card.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we wanted, no?
Yeah, that was the mission. That was the mission. When we get back, you want to just insta-run Miltons?
Yeah, let's do it.
MP5.
There's another one.
Okay, we take free loot, I guess.
Yes, sir.
What are we looking at? How close are we to... We can make a tier 3. Let's go, baby.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow, dude, we're doing good now.
Oh, we up. Oh my god, I just come up on both.
He's dead. He hit me too, though. Crazy.
How weak.
On me.
I killed both. Oh my god.
You're fucking insane, Jose. Holy shit, how are we still alive?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
How the fuck did it not kill me, dude? I was 30 HP. Dead.
Nice.
He came from like 210.
Just a kit?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. We'll throw that into one of our rekits. The one closest to this thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Oh.
GG, you're getting raided. I fucking know where you live, Bobby. F***ing. Bobby. F***ing. Bobby. F***ing. Bobby. F***ing. Bobby. F***ing. I know what's wrong with it. It got no gas in it. I know what's wrong with it. Your mom's got a fat ass.
Dude, they might go raid that right now, bro.
Honestly, they might.
We gotta be just in the area ready.
Oh, 100%.
I'll get the MP5 kit ready.
Yeah.
Let's go check recycler.
It's pretty much morning. There's a guy above you. Dead.
Dead. That's 2 extra NVG rekits. I wonder if they were following us, bro. Because, like, they weren't coming here to grind.
I don't know. They came so late, though.
Oh, they're about to raid us. They're on the rock right in front of us and 2 on my right. At the rock on the right. 3 of them. They're surrounding. One's at the rock on the right. And there's another one at the base.
Oh, I see him.
Wait, I don't even know if they've seen us yet.
There's one super far left, though.
Yeah, they haven't seen us yet. They're stupid. We get this guy super far left, I think.
He's
He's on that rock.
On the rock. Yeah.
We go for that guy first.
Where was the others?
2 on the right at the base. They're gonna raid it. He's on the
Okay.
roof of the base that they think is ours. Wait, he's coming up to us.
Wait, the guy from the rock, or?
They're both looking at our base. 2 full kits right in front of our base. We fight these guys.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Watch out for the one behind us. I'm swinging right.
He's gonna be focused on me, I think, so you're good.
Hit the one on
Where
your
is
left twice. He's just pushing you. I'm dead. Oh my god. Insta.
Oh shit, I'm such a bad spawn.
Just wall up, just buy time.
Yeah, I walled. AK1?
Where's AK?
Oh shit, next to me.
Killed AK.
AK on me, I'm dead. Grabbing a kid from this.
You walled? He's at the wall, he's at the wall.
Yeah. Dead.
Nice. Watch behind.
Did you loot all the other guys?
I didn't get my body. I'm gonna loot it right now. I have a backpack on.
Yeah, I'm holding.
They were coming. They were coming. We are friendly, man. We mean no harm.
Gonna give me all.
Yeah. Well, nothing like a good old scare and a fight to make us pull the trigger and upgrade some.
I actually thought they were about to raid that shit place.
I know. Surprised none of them had boom. They really have to come over, scout it first. Like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, it's a fucking 1x2, bro.
Okay, we need to go find 2 blueberries. We need to farm as many nodes as we can. We need to get a shit ton of high qual. So we can high qual that wall out front. Ready?
Let's do it.
Time to farm, Koze. bust through here. We should raid this.
Okay.
Not bad.
Traveling vendor spawned right here, bro.
Wait, that's actually huge. We got a free P2.
Nice.
Yeah, we bought all the HQ. Let's go.